We've used strings in earlier examples to print messages on the screen. Now we're going to look at some of the other cool things you can do with them. So open the Hello World project and create a new Python file. So I'm going to do that. And I'm going to call this one strings2. It's alright to use digits in your file names, by the way, but avoid starting the name with a digit. We'll be seeing how one program can import code from another program, but some file names can cause problems with that. So use the same rules that apply to Python variable names and you won't get any problems. Alright, so strings are one of the Python sequence data types, which makes sense because they are a sequence of characters. We've seen how to print them out and concatenate strings together, but we can also pick out individual characters or substrings. So let's type some code here. So I'm going to start by typing parrot is equal to, and in double quotes, Norwegian blue. The line 3 I'm going to print in parentheses parrot. Then on line 5 I'm going to do print parentheses parrot, left square bracket, 3, right square bracket, and that should be parrot. So run the program to check what it does. So here we're binding the variable called parrot to the string Norwegian blue and then printing parrot. We can also print individual characters from the string, and the last statement prints the letter W. Now that might seem odd because W is the 4th letter of Norwegian, but it's usual for programming languages to start counting at 0 and not 1. So thus parrot, 0 in square brackets is a capital N. There are 14 characters in Norwegian blue, numbered from 0 to 13. So what I'm going to do is add a comment to the code to show the index positions. Right, so I'm going to come up here to line 1, and I'm just going to make a bit of space and paste it in like so. So the character N is at position 0, and we've already seen that W is at index position 3. The last character in the string, the E in blue, is at position 13. So that gives 14 characters numbered from 0 to 13. If we try to print parrot 14 in square brackets, we'll get an error, index out of range. So the number inside the square brackets on line 7 is called an index, and it's used to index into the string. So notice that I've used square brackets on line 7. There are 4 uses of square brackets in Python, and they all involve accessing individual items in something. We'll see them used again when we look at dictionaries and sets. For now though, it's time for a mini challenge. Throughout the course, we'll have some challenges. These give you a chance to practice what we've done so far because doing is more effective to learn than just watching. So don't think of these challenges as tests because they're not that. You can't fail the challenges as such because that's not what they're for. They're there as part of the learning experience to help you understand the Python programming language better. So if you spend time trying a challenge but have to look at my solution, that's fine. If you go straight to my solution, you won't get as much out of them as if you will if you spend some time trying to solve the challenge first. So your challenge is as follows. Add some code to the program so that it prints out "we win." Each character should appear on a separate line. The program should get the characters from the parrot string using indexing. The W is already printed out. We just need to print out the remaining 5 characters. With the text that is already printed, the final output from the program should be as you can see on the screen there. So pause the video now and have a go at this and come back when you're ready to see my solution. Alrighty, so welcome back. How did you go? Did you manage to solve it? Did you get the correct output? Well, to get the correct output, we need to use indexing, which we've discussed, and we need to print the correct characters out of the string Norwegian blue. The program is already printing the W as we saw, so the next character we want is an E. Now there are 2 that we could use at positions 4 and 13. I'm going to use the one at index position 4. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Print parentheses parrot square bracket 4 and the closing right square bracket, and we've got a normal right parentheses. So next we need a space, and that's at position 9 in our string. So I'm going to type print parentheses parrot left square bracket and 9. And we get the word WIN by printing the characters at positions 3, 6 and 8. So I'm going to quickly do a copy and paste here to save a bit of time. So it's positions 3, 6, and 8. Alright, so I'm going to run the program to check that it works. And you can see we've got Norwegian blue output at the top, and then we've got we space win showing us output one character at a time. And obviously that was reading downwards. Alright, so when I run the program, as you saw, it prints we win reading downwards. Now if you got the same output and used indexing to do it, then well done. Now if you struggled with this concept, watch the video again and experiment until you're comfortable indexing a sequence. And try it with different strings as well. Alright, so I'll stop the video here, and in the next one we're going to look at another way you can index a sequence type. See you in the next video.